Hi, I'm Tracy Bensing, and this is Unstress Yourself. This podcast is for anyone who wants to live a better life. I hope to share some essential tips, tricks, and experiences for living in a stressful world. We see ourselves living in a great life, and yet our thoughts seemingly get in the way. The process of positive self-talk may begin with recognizing those thoughts and echoes from a fear response of the past. Those fear responses create neural nets, like a recording, that our amygdala, the center for emotions, emotional behavior, and motivation in our brain. We need to understand that our brain has neural nets, human brain cells called neurons, that form a complex, highly interconnected network and send electrical signals to each other to help humans process information. Our memories of experiences build over time and repetition. And that happens because the amygdala activates a fear response to somatic or bodily sensations. So if you've had trauma, or if you've had experiences causing fearful emotions, then your amygdala has created a neural net complex. In that neural net, you will find various memories, including body memories. For example, Christmas music is playing at the time somebody cooking pancakes gets a third-degree burn on their hand using the griddle. The pain is now related to Christmas music and all the activities that stimulated the person in that moment. It's soon forgotten because the stimuli is not present. However, a year later, that person does not volunteer to cook pancakes or anything else and really doesn't want to hear Christmas music anymore. Different somatic memories trapped in that neural net begin to cause fear responses on the everyday. They may be more subtle, but they build on that one neural net. So it may be something that you continually relive. It may be you just lost a loved one and you're in a downward spiral. I'm going to offer you this podcast as a way to get a little bit of grounding. I want to give you a connection to find a way to pause. When you do that, you can start to heal and spiral up towards life-generating experiences, feelings, and emotions. So let's get started. We have 4 happy hormones. Like horses, we can keep them in the pasture or barn, or we can harness them. If we harness them every day and take them with us, these hormones help deliver happiness to our heart, mind, and body. The neurotransmitters, or happy hormones, are going to help to battle the stressful feelings and stressful experiences we have on a normal everyday life. Besides the 4 happy hormones, we have one hormone that may enhance stress if you get too much of it. So let's look at that first. Cortisol is a hormone produced by the adrenal glands that has many important functions in the body. Cortisol is the primary stress hormone and helps the body respond to stress or danger. It increases blood sugar levels, which can help boost flagging blood sugar. Cortisol also enhances the brain's use of glucose and increases the availability of substances that repair tissues. At the same time, it slows down non-essential or harmful functions that would be a hindrance in a fight or flight situation. Cortisol works with insulin to maintain constant blood sugar levels. Cortisol helps maintain constant blood pressure. It reduces inflammation, contributes to the workings of the immune system. It regulates metabolism. And cortisol also helps maintain the body's salt and water balance. Prolonged high cortisol levels can lead to rapid weight gain, muscle weakness, skin that bruises easily, diabetes, and other health problems. In women, it can also cause irregular or infrequent periods. High cortisol levels have also been associated with psychiatric conditions like anxiety and depression. With that, let's look at those 4 horses of happiness. I'm super excited to share these with you. I'm giving you a descriptive chart explaining how to harness these 4 hormones. And I also have a beautiful PDF file that has a checklist. It's a basic log and checklist that you can use on a daily basis for month by month to month. It's called the Heartful and Balanced Life Log with happy hormone harnessing activities. The reason why I'm giving this to you is to use when you get caught in a fear-based neural net experience. An experience that causes feelings like a downward spiral. That is a life-degenerating moment that you may be repeating and can be released and restored with an authentic heartful state once you start to be able to recognize them as patterns. I'm giving you these tools to assist you to get you to recognize that neural net experience. Ultimately, we want our prefrontal cortex to take over, connect with our heart, so that the heart can create a pulse of electricity sending throughout the entire body to release the fear-based responses and to replace them with life-generating response. Our heart, body, and mind work together to clear the neural pathways so we can restore our capacity for resilience and flourishing. To be happy, we want all of that information from our heart happiness moving up and through our brain. If we do this enough times, we create a new loop. And it's a heartful loop. That it's so much better than that fear response loop. These 4 hormones of happiness are serotonin, dopamine, endorphins, and oxytocin. How about some serotonin? I'm starting with this because this is the willpower hormone. I think having some willpower to change your life is key. Serotonin helps with the balanced mood and feelings of well-being. Spending time in nature will boost your serotonin. So get outside and enjoy some nature. Get some sunshine exposure. No bikini required. Just get outside and get some sunshine on the top of your head and see if that makes you feel better. Also, be mindful in the moment of your sensations. So that means enjoying every bite of a meal, listening to the birds outside, reading a book, whatever it may be. You taste every bit of the ingredients in your food. You feel every little bubble in your soda on your tongue. You taste all the minerals in the water because you're not focusing on anything else. Maybe you're even at a table with other people, but it doesn't matter much because you are focusing all your mind power on being mindful. You could also practice meditating on your breath. So are you breathing through your nose or through your mouth? Are those breaths deep or are they shallow? Is your stomach pushing out when you breathe, taking a nice deep breath, or is your chest rising just a little bit? After you understand mindfulness, then you can move on to eating some nice, healthy produce to increase serotonin. Nothing better than fresh food. Healthy fresh food is an essential part to feeling good. The fresher the food, the healthier you will feel after you eat it. Lastly, if you can, go ahead and splurge to get some professional self-care. How about a massage? The next happy hormone of stress relief is dopamine. Dopamine is a reward hormone. It's drive, motivation, and pleasure. To boost your dopamine, you can complete a task and achieve a goal. You can be kind to yourself and or to others. A kind word goes a long way in the neurotransmitter world. You can get some deep sleep or exercise by going for a walk or maybe some aerobics. Be creative on your passion projects. Eat fresh produce. Celebrate small wins. Many small wins win the day, and we want to win the day every day, one day at a time. So let's move on to endorphins. They are the third happy hormone. And we're going to talk about these as the calm hormones. They help you overcome stress and burn off excess cortisol. So that may be where you want to start if you feel like you have high levels of cortisol. If you are a high stress type of person and you just feel like always stressed, these endorphins are going to help you burn that off, and they will help you change. So ultimately, exercise is going to help you with the endorphins. You can start with light exercise like walking. You can listen to music. You can laugh. Laughing with other people is even better. Meditation helps produce endorphins as well. Using aromatherapy and essential oils also is good practice. Acupuncture helps endorphins as well. And a little bit of dark chocolate, super good cacao dark chocolate, is always very healing. So the last one is the oxytocin. It's the love hormone, and it helps you feel positive emotions. Socializing, physical touch and affection, petting animals, helping others, doing some yoga or stretching, practicing breathing exercises, and listening to music. Those all increase your oxytocin. So you can use the activity log that I have for you to record the date and the activity you practice harnessing a happy hormone. Using the log is a preventive maintenance for preparing your body for incoming stress. There's a second log after the happy hormone chart, and it's the Heartful Thoughts log. Here, you're going to write down any activities that may have triggered a fear response. You can write down as much as you want about how that looks. What type of fear response was it? How did you react? Did you fight, flight, freeze, or fawn? Recognize the somatic triggers by recording them. These patterns will become your map for releasing the fear response system with a heartful shift. You're going to practice a heartful moment, and that looks like harnessing one of the happy hormones or being grateful. Recognizing reactive and harmful impacts of a fear response system, we can release those feelings, then replace those with authentic, heartful states, new emotions, and new operating system. You're having a heartful shift. Last, you're going to restore your capacity for resilience and flourishing. You're going to find your deepest values in the next podcast. So I'll see you there when we start with a morning routine and more heartful shift experience practices.